Hey guys, and welcome back to another edition of the Nintendo Impact Gaming podcast. I am BarryDunne, and we have a special guest all the way from California. Here we have another funking gamer. Hello Funk, how are you?
What's the crack, boy?
Feck
Yeah,
all, what about you, boy?
man, I'm not Californian. Everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be an American person, but no, I'm Irish.
Yes, he is Irish, guys, so what's new with you anyway?
Man, I'm, chilling, doing a whole lot of nothing. No, not really. No, just doing the YouTube channel there, doing a video about every week, and I'm chilling with a gaming community called South Bay Button Mashers. Like we go to conventions and we go to each other's houses and play video games every weekend, which is cool. I'll tell you more about that later. But apart from that, I'm just trying to get myself a job. I just got a green card actually, and so I'm settling in.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, just setting up in California, man.
Yeah, so if anyone who doesn't know you, just here looking at your bio on YouTube, right? Hello, welcome to my gaming channel. My name is Alan, but you can call me Funk. I'm a gaming enthusiast, and I'm well aware of the vast amount of gamers here on YouTube, hence my name. So if they don't know you, what games do you play on your YouTube channel?
Oh man, everything really. I did Mega Man X there a while ago, so that was a bit of retro. I started with a bit of FTL, Binding of Isaac. I've been doing Nidhogg, Lethal League. Oh man, I've been doing a lot. I'd say my most popular one as well is it's GTA 4 on the PC. And what I do is I just kind of edit some of the files and I make the cars go absolutely insane.
Nice.
And it's called GTA Carmageddon. And that's probably proven to be my most popular video. Yeah, I do everything. I've done a few collabs with a few other Irish gamers as well. Shout out to Slap the Badger and Irish Guide to Gaming. There's another guy as well, Shacklefro. I haven't played with him yet, but he's another Irish gamer I got a collab with.
Cool.
But yeah,
hey guys,
I do
if you're watching or listening, I should say, yeah.
Gotta get on to them, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yes, actually, just as we're speaking right now, what time is it over there?
It's 1:30 in the afternoon.
I guess it's not too bad.
I'm getting used to the Irish time difference. You're 8 hours ahead of me, so you're in the future.
Yes, and I'm speaking from the future, and you're in the past, I should say.
I'm in the past. I'm way behind, man.
Have you got Grand Theft Auto 5 and PC yet?
No. I have a few friends that got it, and I see them tweeting saying you're not going to hear from me for a while, and I expect as much because after seeing like the first person footage and amongst everything else, I'm just like, like I'm looking for a job now. If I had GTA 5, I would have no hope.
Yeah.
Of the just laziness would just be to the max. So. Yeah, it looks amazing though.
I bought it myself actually the other day, and it was €47 in Argos, which is pretty cheap compared
That's pretty
to
good.
€55 in GameStop or something, you know.
Yeah, is it like 7 CDs to install it?
7 CDs. How better can you get?
Man, that must take like a day to install. Like, who has the time to wait?
2.5 hours to 3.5 hours in total, because they had to download as well a 5 gigabyte update, a day one patch. But the server was so slow on the first couple of days, it was like you were getting like maybe 200 KB like per. It was just terrible, honestly. It was just so bad.
But it's so popular. It's a good problem, I guess. Well, for EA anyway. Or what am I saying? Rockstar. Sorry, I'm familiar with EA. So I was doing something with them this week.
All right.
Rockstar.
All right. So let's start off anyway. So how did you get into gaming anyway?
Oh man, I mean, I have early memories of playing like the Commodore when I was like a youngin'. I don't even know what games I was playing, but yeah, like with the Commodore 64 with like the tape cassette and the loading screen that could take like 15 minutes. My two older brothers would always have video games, and I think my earliest memory of playing a game is like Super Mario World or Super Mario Land 3 or Street Fighter 2, just all on the SNES.
Nice.
And I've just been playing video games since, man. There was that, and then my brother got the N64, so I played the hell out of that. And then like he got a Dreamcast, and my other brother got a PS2 and PlayStation 1 and PS2, and then I went and I got a GameCube, and that was probably my first console. And then man, I just kept on going up. I didn't hit the Xbox though at all. My brothers never got them. But I hit nearly everything else. And actually, at the moment, I didn't even get the newest generation. But I'm still playing the PS3 a lot, and I'm getting into Steam a lot more. But yeah, I've just been playing video games nonstop, and I decided, I started 6 months ago. I decided to just do a YouTube channel because I'm really passionate about just my opinion on games and like different viewpoints. Like I see a lot of channels that just like do let's plays and stuff, but a lot of people have real like insight, and they're like, this game's message is so and so. Like for instance, I was playing Majora's Mask for the N64 again. Oops, filter fell down. I was playing that again, and a lot of people had some amount of in-depth thought about like, oh, like have you seen game theory? Like one guy had a theory where Link is actually dead the entire time.
Oh,
Like
nice.
he when he falls, he dies. When he falls at the start, he dies, and he's like, do you remember the fall? He falls for ages and ages and ages. Who can survive that fall, etc., etc. And then he just goes on and says like something along the lines of like the people in the village are just all different parts of him that is holding guilt for leaving that like shrub die, or something to do with Navi going missing. Just all, oh my god, it got really, really dark. And then at the end of it, it became disproven because when Majora's Mask 3DS came out, they had an interview with the developer again, and he was like, "Oh, actually, he's alive." And the proof is, well, the way he put it is the mask that you get at the very end. It's the oh God, forgive me, I forget the name of the mask. It's it's like Link's kind of god mask. It's out of my head. I'm gonna kill myself here for this. But anyway, that mask is like an amalgamation of the amount of good deeds he did for the town, and that was like a power that was like granted to him. And you know, him saying that just kind of proves that Link was actually alive. Blah blah blah. Oh man, and the folklore behind the Majora's Mask and Link's Mask, I could go on. So basically, I'm really fascinated with this gaming insight, and I just kind of wanted to put my 2 cents out there with a few let's plays and a few reviews and funny videos and stuff. And yeah, just a bit of a hobby, really.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, just here looking up. Is that mask? Is it the fierce deity or something?
That's it. Thank you very much. The Fierce Deity, yeah.
Whatever it's
the
called.
Fierce.
Yeah. I'm not really a big Zelda fan, to be honest.
He's on a fierce diet. He puts on the mask and he's like, he's a good fit man. You can run a mile.
Sure. Look, check out Zelda. She can't even. Like, she's a boy and a girl. She's chic.
Chic, man. I
Pick which one, will you?
Chic's looking good. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there with Zelda. Probably my favorite series there. Like, I know with the amiibos, I only decided to get like only the Zelda amiibos because I have a bunch of mates that are getting all the amiibos, and I was like, if anything, I'll just get them, which is 5: Toon Link, Zelda, Sheik, and Ganondorf coming out.
Coming soon, yeah.
He's coming soon, yeah. Yeah, he's like my second favorite just because he annoys a lot of people with a super punch and stuff. It's just funny to play as.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, yeah, that's my obsession with gaming. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Oh, you mentioned Steam there. Steam has probably the best overall catalog of games out there, I think, for buying stuff. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Like there's like a couple of, I think it was Slap the Badger who got on to me and said, have you ever gone on GOG? Which I forget what that means. But the website itself is like, let's say you have a Steam key and you see people that have put games on sale that would be on sale on Steam, but they're like more on sale because people have bought all these keys, and either, I don't know if it's like they're reselling them or they like happen to find a good sale that's like on a different website, and it just all ends up on GOG.com. And yeah, like the prices are great. The catalog is great. I nearly have 100 games on Steam, and I'm trying to do my best to not buy any before I actually, play a couple more. So I've been going through that. Like the better ones are Towerfall, which is on my channel, Nidhogg, Lethal League, Binding of Isaac. I'm hoping to just save a bit of money and get like DayZ, because I want to play DayZ with a couple of the other Irish lads and do more videos on that, because that'll be a lot of fun. DayZ has a lot of awesome YouTubes. I'd say DayZ is my favorite YouTube game to watch.
Yeah.
There's a guy, I think it's Frankie. Watch Frankie in 180p or something along those lines. That's his YouTube name, and he has this one episode where he's like in Arma 3, and it's like Arma Life where I think when you go into it, you play as all these characters in like in a world. Like you could be a cop or you could be fire department or whatever. So whatever way it goes, he just he robs a prison bus, he hijacks it, he still drives it normally and on the scheduled time. He goes in, the cops think he's fine. He's got like 5 of his mates in there with assault rifles. As soon as they open the prison gates, they all jump out and like have the guns to the cops and they're like, put your guns down, and they basically hijack the prison. They get a ransom for $1 million and they fly away in a helicopter, and it's all so amazing to watch. It's like a movie. It's so funny.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get Daisy.
Have you ever heard of humblebundle.com?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Great site.
Absolutely. Like I've I've gotten a couple of them, and like you get it for 2 games, and you have 5 games you never play, kind of. So
Yeah.
yeah. Usually with the excess, so like I'll have a giveaway or something like that, because I don't know. I just don't go for it. I don't even know what the games are. I should just play them, Oh, have you heard of what is it? Steam? It's just Steam Roulette. Yeah, just Steam Roulette. Yeah. No, you think
It's
of
not
chat
dirty,
roulette,
is it?
No, it's not. No. It's Steam Roulette is just essentially like it's made for people that have way too many Steam games, and if you just go on Steam Roulette and like log in through your Steam, you press play and it'll pick one of the random games you haven't played yet, and it just tells you to play them. Which
Okay, right.
it's such a basic concept, but it's a very useful concept because I know channels that are solely based on Steam Roulette, so that's pretty handy to get through them quick.
Yeah. All right. So, what would you call the greatest game and why?
I remember I was listening to the other podcast and I was like, that's a hard question, but I won't dawdle. I'm just gonna say Skyrim because I've been asked this question before, and that's like the first thing that comes to mind. And if it's the first thing that comes to mind, it's probably true, and it's true to me because it's just the sheer scale of it. I think the replayability, like it is like massive, and like you can never complete 100% unless you played it for 300 hours. But even if you replay it, you can like. So for me, I first played it as a wizard, and that was fun with magic. But then when I restarted, I played as a stealth, and I was like stabbing people in the back, and really, really, really fun. So that's awesome. And then you got the graphics and just the sheer amount of history and backstory and folklore and books and everything in there. And the mods make it like it just increases the replayability like so much more. And yes, it has to be Skyrim for me. I wasted so much time. Well, I wouldn't say I wasted. I play that game so much, and it's got to be number 1 for me.
That's a good choice. I never actually played the game before, to be honest. I'm
Ah!
sorry. Don't give it to me.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot. No, it's fine.
Do you actually listen to any game soundtracks?
Oh yeah, I'm very passionate about game soundtracks.
Me too.
Just recently, so my favorite one. Oh man, I am torn between 2. I just got. I was on a podcast last week. Shout out to iHeartVideo Games on Twitter. He gave me a copy of Overture on Steam, and it's basically a pixelated dungeon game, and it's what's the word I'm looking for? Roguelike, so you just keep rinse and repeat, and the soundtrack is amazing. And when you get it, you get a copy of the soundtrack as well. I implore your listeners to just go on YouTube and just look at. Well, it's actually hard to find the soundtrack because since it's called Overture, all you're gonna get is like official soundtracks of like movies and stuff, and the song is Overture. So just type in Overture the game and you'll find it. But that's amazing. I think that's really good. But I'll have to say Lethal League's soundtrack is just so good. Lethal League made by Reptile Games. They have they have maybe 4 or 5 different artists that provided the music for it. And Lethal League is a really kind of hip, like cool game. Like they got like I don't know how to describe it. It's just really cool and smooth. And it's like you're playing dodgeball with a ball and you're smashing it around the place. And they got kind of a bit of hip hop, a bit of garage, kind of 2-step, and then other ones are like I can't describe it. Just what I'll do is check out Ordinary Days, Lethal League, and that's a really cool tune. And then there's a big Scream, I think, as well as another one. So yeah, Lethal League is probably my favorite one, but that's also for me that's a very tough question. But yeah, that's my quick answer.
Yeah. So what games are you looking forward to this year anyway of 2015?
Well, do you know what? Upcoming games, I'm kind of okay. I was looking forward to Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Um, but I just, you know what, for like $60 on Steam or in like wherever, I'm kind of not willing to pay that much. I'll wait for it to go on sale on Steam or something like that and grab it. Um, Apart from that, not too big on upcoming games. Like, I mean, I'm obviously excited for Star Wars Battlefront because I got one and two,
Yeah.
and I think like I got one for like $5 in the flea market, and
Nice.
it's
Awesome
it's
game.
just it's an incredible game for PS2 as well, and the sheer amount of action that's happening all at once.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. Like I've watched them and stuff. Like I've watched some of them. My wife made me watch them. I hadn't watched them up until last year. She nearly killed me for it. Um, but yeah, no, I just think that even like the movie aside, it's just a really good game to have like hundreds of people running around at once, and then you're shooting people like capturing a flag. Oh, it's a very good game. Honestly, dude, apart from that, I'm upcoming games. I'm just trying to catch up with games really, than look forward to upcoming ones.
Yeah. Like I remember playing Battlefront years ago with my brother when I was younger, and like up till maybe half five, playing co-op the whole time. It was just
Oh
a
yeah,
fantastic experience. Like,
I could see that. Absolutely, yeah, yeah. That's no, it's a wicked game. So, and just looking at the graphics of the trailer and everything like that, it's like, wow.
I know, like I know it's just like a well, it's not CGI, but if you get me, it is like a CGI trailer. But it
Yeah, yeah.
just looks so cool though. But unfortunately, what I don't like as well, there's no. They did say that there's no campaign for the game this year.
Yeah,
Is that annoying
I
you?
mean, well, from what I've played, I thought the campaign was standard. I mean, think of it this way. All right, I'm gonna make a Command and Conquer reference. I thought Command and Conquer was a means to teach you the game slowly, and it just didn't have a lot of depth. Like it had those little like sequences, like those little cinematic sequences, which were neat, but the campaign was kind of frustrating to me. Like if you could just go onto Battlefront and do a skirmish and like say you're up against like whoever and you just have hundreds of them. To me, it doesn't matter that much, but actually, it'll probably annoy huge star. I was going to say Star Trek.
Star
Whoa,
Trek. Yeah.
I'm gonna get murdered. Star Wars. I have a feeling it'll annoy Star Wars fans even more. I'm kind of like, eh.
So, are you excited about the Star Wars film this year?
Oh yeah, I mean, I saw the teaser trailer. Was it like a month ago now? And I was like, yeah, that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. I mean, the lightsaber. I mean, what good is a lightsaber that has like two little bits sticking out to both sides? That could totally like impale yourself rather than attack anyone else. But yes, having seen the newer trailer, it looks very very promising. So yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah. What about like for example, they showed off the new Batman trailer, and what else? They showed a new Jurassic World trailer just recently.
Here's I was talking to my wife about this morning, and it's like, is it really stupid or is it really smart to have all these trailers be released at the same time? And like, I'm kind of both ways on this. It's like, oh yeah, accidentally leaked Superman and Batman trailer,
Yeah.
or was it just because of someone else that leaked it? And then like, world was intentional. Are they doing this to diffuse the Star Wars trailer, or are they just going to be shrouded by the awesomeness of Star Wars? And should they have just waited a bit? You know. So I don't know. April seems to be the month of trailers rather than movies. It's going to be a good summer and a good Christmas, but I don't know. I'm just kind of like meh. I mean, these are things that I won't see for months, so I'm just kind of like meh.
Yeah. Well, Jurassic World is coming out in June. I know that anyway.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, so speaking of films, I know I mentioned it on my last podcast, but I'm just curious to see what your opinion is on video game films. Like,
Oh yeah, do you know what? There aren't many good ones. One of the better ones is the Mario and Luigi movie. No, 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 cut that out. No, but seriously, I actually liked the Hitman movie. I actually
I
liked
still
that
haven't
one.
seen it.
I thought that was pretty good. I forget the name. I think is it the guy? Oh, John. I forget the name. But I like the bad guy. I'm getting confused now with Die Hard 4. The bad guy in that is the same guy from Hitman. He's really cool. I thought that was good. I can't think of anyone else. I'm thinking like Tomb Raider wasn't great, and no, I can't think of any more. But Hitman is up there for me anyway.
Yeah.
So put that on a list.
Like, I know the likes of Ubisoft, they're releasing Watch Dogs as a film as well with Sony, I think, if I'm correct.
That could work. And it's weird, though. That just highly relates to what I just said. Well,
Yeah.
almost what I just said. Die Hard 4, the fact that it's just a hacking movie. Like, if Watch Dogs does it, but, like, a lot more clever and less explosions and stuff. Like, like a bit of, like, CIA hacking information rather than hacking traffic lights and nonsense about hacking, intercoms and telling a jet to kill a truck. But yeah, no, I think if they get a good plot going, it could be a good movie for Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Also, they're doing Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
I think I heard something about that, yeah.
And it's weird. So I was at a convention yesterday with the South Bay Button Mashers. Shout out. And there was like, we were playing Towerfall and stuff, and there was this kid, and they were like, "Are you looking forward to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie?" I was like,
How does that work?
It's like you play it, and she's like, "Yeah, I love it." And I was like, that's supposed to be a very scary game. It's not like
played it, but I just
it's not like Outlast scary. It's just like, sudden, pop out scary.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I don't know how that could be a movie adaptation that would, like, because the main demographic for Five Nights at Freddy's, I feel like, is kids. So it's gonna be like PG-13 scary.
Bring your parents with you. Yeah.
Yeah. They're popping out of everywhere. But like, I mean, with the content of the game, like the backstories, apparently, like these things will like stuff you into a suit, like when they catch you and kill you that way. I mean, if they ever like depicted that in a movie, that's I can imagine that being gory. So how do you do scary, and keep it PG-13? I don't know, guys. We'll see. Could be an absolute flop.
I don't know.
Could be. I'll leave it to them. I don't want to be a part of that. I haven't even played. Like I've seen a lot of people play the game. I haven't even played it because it's like it's one of my kind of one of my annoyances with games, like such as like games coming out every year that don't really have much difference between them. Like the Assassin's Creed series have a few good ones, I will say, but like with Unity was like they obviously released that before that thing was finished. And Five Nights at Freddy's, I feel like there was 3 games in 1 year, or maybe it was a year and a half. But that they were released really quick. I mean, it was super popular, and with popularity, keep making games. But I'm just kind of sick of it, really.
Yeah, like I know Jacksepticeye. Hello, Jack, if you're listening, but I doubt.
Hi, Jack. I love you,
Sean. Yeah, he has an animation of him. Someone made of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's really weird, but it's very well done, though, I must say.
So is it his reaction during the game, and then someone animates it as if he's actually like watching the security cameras?
Yeah,
and then
it's brilliant, like though.
That's wicked. Nice.
Yeah, like there, is it next year, the year after? Like they delayed, Naughty Dog delayed Uncharted 4 till next year, which I don't personally mind.
Yeah,
and Watch Dogs, do it. Sorry, not Watch Dogs. The Last of Us is coming out the year after, I think. I'm not sure what the story is yet, or next year. I don't know what the story is with the film.
Wait, so were you talking about an Uncharted film there, or just the game?
Sorry, no, the game is delayed till next year, but I think the film of The Last of Us is coming out next year as well. I really don't know what the story is yet.
All right. Yeah, that's in my list of games to play, because I've heard a lot of podcasts and they're like, just play it, it's the best. So
what, The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the greatest experience of a story I've ever had. It's just amazing.
Yeah, gotta check it. I'm so behind, man. I got this. Again, Button Masters were doing a tournament for at Girls Make Games. Sorry, it's Twitter handle. And they're like, have you heard of these? at Girls Make Games. So it's actually it's like a summer camp for little girls to program video games, and like this company has like made a lot of video games, and like Flower and Flow and The Journey. Like they put together like a PS3 game with all those titles in one. And one of my friends said that like The Journey is like the best, voted the best game of 2012, like above Skyrim and like above Portal 2. And I was like, I've never even heard of that.
What about Half-Life?
Half-Life. Was Half-Life 2 2012?
I know. I'm just saying in general. Like, sorry.
Oh, in general. Oh, right. Half-Life's pretty good.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I heard it's confirmed.
For the millionth time.
I'm
I
gonna.
don't know.
Just gonna. Your listeners are gonna hate me there. It's like, oh, what?
I really don't know. Oh yeah, did you see the trailer for Deus Ex? What is it? Mankind Divided, whatever you call it.
I haven't. No, haven't.
It looks really good though, I must say. I do have it for the Wii U, the third one. It's not bad, but I don't know. I got confused at one point. I just stopped playing.
I do love the fact that you can stealth absolutely everything, including like bosses. That's what I've heard. So that's pretty neat. You can just take the humane approach and don't kill anyone.
Yeah, I guess you can kill or save whatever, you know yourself.
I like that with games. I like doing stealthy options and being rewarded for stealthy options.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So have you ever like talking about conventions? Have you ever been to the likes of E3 or what?
No, I haven't been to any massive conventions. But now that I've like gotten into America, like I've been going with the Button Masher community. I'm just going to briefly talk about the Button Mashers. They're a group in the South Bay, San Francisco area, and they just like meet up every weekend on meetup.com, and we go to each other's houses and play video games, and we go to conventions nearly every weekend or every second weekend if they're close by. And like this weekend, I went to a convention called Big Wow, which was like a big comic book convention, but there was a gaming area in the corner, which we facilitated, and we got a lot of people doing competitions and stuff. And I've gone to like 3 or 4 small conventions like that. But in terms of scale, like E3 and like there's like PAX going on and other conventions here.
Yeah.
If I got a bit of money together, like as I said, I'm looking for work. If I got a bit of money together and a week off, I definitely like take a plane trip with these guys and go to like a big convention like this and bring my video camera and do a couple of like see if I can do a couple of interviews or just at least check out the area and see and tell everyone what I learned. I think that'd be really, really fun. But it would have to be next year before I hit something like that. I am going to Comic-Con this summer.
Oh, nice.
San Diego Comic-Con, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah, we my wife just basically told me the rules of like buying the tickets like on the certain day, and I was just like mad insane, not refreshing, but just like getting the tickets. Snapped up a pair of tickets for me and my wife for going down. I'm not even sure if there's any gaming aspect to that, but I mean it's Comic-Con, so even if there isn't, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'd love to maybe next year head to the States. Like the last time I was there was in 2008. I was in Orlando for a couple of weeks.
Sweet.
And it was, no offense to anyone else, but like you had the most beautiful food there, women, like the weather. It was just class, like.
Yeah. Oh, I find it humid. I was there once. I was there twice for Disney World, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But the humidity kills me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like you're right. Like I'd love to go to E3 or something next year if I could, or even Nintendo World. You know, the shop in New York.
Oh yeah.
Just say that I've been there. You know.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah, that would be awesome. Like, and just have pictures snapping up on your website or YouTube or whatever, and just like check out everything. Yeah. No. I mean, I'd have to. You know, obvious, but like hit the West Coast, man. It's all happening here.
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll take you up on that offer. Like it is publicly. Yeah, you did say it.
Yeah, just get on. Like I'll you'd have to get on to a lot of people on the West Coast and we'll like have you over for like gaming conventions and like just tournaments and stuff. Like seriously, the gaming atmosphere in this area is like booming. Like the amount of developers that are only like 20 minutes away, and like companies and like as I said, charities and. It's unbelievable. Like there's like a bar just opened recently, AFK Gamer Lounge, and it's like a bar / gaming lounge. Like I mean, that is what it says.
That, I think.
Yeah, and they just opened and it just like they're selling like cocktails that have to do with games, and then you just got games running in the corner nonstop, and then we got like we got this other we got a Wolfpack Enclave, and they're just like a LAN. They've got like 20 PCs and they got LAN parties running nonstop. Like you got your Quake and your Minecraft and like all these other games like MMOs. It's like 10 minutes away. There's just like unreal like flea markets and like gaming stores and like there's just in Ireland it's so deprived of this. Like you can't just walk into a random shop and find a GameCube for $5, which happened to me. That was unreal. But yeah, it's really happening here. I'm like so glad. I'm so blessed that I'm here to like to have this amount of gaming stuff going on every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
come over.
Right, before I actually get on to that, because I do want to talk to you about that anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to ask you, what's the worst game you've ever played and why?
Oh, worst game I ever played. Uh, only because like I'm a DBZ fan and I was like, oh yeah, like this would be great. When I was like 10 and I was too tempted by the cover. Have you ever heard of it's Dragon Ball Z and it's like Ultimate Battle 22?
Don't think
And what
so.
it's so bad because like there was a popular amount of games for like Super Nintendo. It was like my pronunciation is gonna be terrible here, like Subutin, and they were really good like Dragon Ball Z like 2D beat 'em up games. And I think they like essentially used the sprites from these games and put them on a CD and like had a slightly 3D kind of background world. And they had this weird system where like if you press R1, you're up in the air, and you would press like the other button, you're down at the bottom. And this like transition took like 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Like it was a huge delay. And it just looked so shoddy, and I was so devastated. I don't know, I spent like €20 at the time to buy it, and oh my god.
That
I mean,
sounds terrible.
it just I was as a little kid I was like almost crying. I was like, what is this? Like trying to love it. Like there's a lot of games that like because of my fanness I've just like bypassed how bad the game is and carried on like Dragon Ball Z
Yeah,
sagas and stuff. But like this I just couldn't. This just wasn't a game. This was suffering like in a CD.
yeah.
There's a bunch of other games on Steam, I'm sure, but I've none that I've purchased that I knew were like that bad. I'll have to think about that one. That's a good question.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just before I ask you the question, but from Ireland to America for gaming and stuff, I just want to
Yeah.
give a shout out to this guy called Moose. I did actually put up a video there. See, I know today's Monday, but this is going on up on Tuesday.
All right.
All right, yeah. So tomorrow, but this guy called Moose goes, "Ha, I love it. Looking forward to the podcast." I uploaded a video of Watch Dogs. There's an Easter egg in the game. Aisha Tyler. She does.
Yeah, I saw that post. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like I think that's the woman that was dating Ross and Friends like at the end
Exactly.
of the
Yeah, I actually
series.
did mention that. Yeah.
And she's Lana in Archer. That's who she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
yeah. So tell me about your transition. The game and atmosphere from Ireland to America. Like, how much different is it? For you anyway, your experience.
All right. So I'll start with a story where like. So as I said, I just got my green card. So I got married 6 months ago, and
Congratulations to you both.
thank you very much. We once I got my green card, we actually got sent back to Ireland for 2 weeks to see all my family and friends, and like I surprised the hell out of all of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I packed away a big CD wallet of games like PS1, PS2, everything. Came back here and just amateur mistake. They were all PAL, and all my consoles here are NTSC, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, how stupid of me. And I realized this, but every game that I've got here is like for the console here, and as I said before, the availability of consoles and games here is phenomenal. Like people are just like they be like garage sales just aren't common in Ireland. So like I'll be walking down the street, I see garage sale, and someone could be like a SNES for like nothing, and I'm like, wow. I went to a flea market. I got a GameCube for $5. I was like, this guy just didn't care. I was like, awesome. There was one woman at a flea market, and she had like a bunch of like Xboxes and stuff. And I remember seeing underneath one of the Xboxes was a Dreamcast, and she was giving away a Dreamcast for $20, and there was like NBA inside it, and there was a controller and a memory card like for $20.
That's pretty rare.
It was phenomenal, and like I'm not condoning this, but I was told that you can easily rip Dreamcast games online. Like you can have the entire Dreamcast library, like just burning CDs,
Nice.
like you as you would. So like I did get like 5 or 6 of like the main Dreamcast titles. Like I got Power Stone, I got Choo Choo Rocket, I got did I get Shenmue? But I got a bunch of the best games, and then like a couple of other games I just tried burning them, and they work, which is awesome. When I got the GameCube, I went into this like random library or it was a bookstore, and I found Wind Waker for a reasonable $35 because this is like
Nice.
I was at another store and they wouldn't go below $50, and I was like, that is fair because Wind Waker is amazing. Um, yeah, man, just the availability is just phenomenal. And yeah, when I was over in Ireland, this just it wasn't so like you had your GameStop and you had your actually a shout out to CEX. They're all over the place now, are they?
What is it?
The
CEX?
Yeah, like they got like electronics and video games and DVDs and
Yeah,
stuff.
like I know, like I'm from Dundalk anyway, in Loud, and there's one here, but like I know there's one up in Newry, one or two up in Newry, anyway, up the north.
Yeah.
But I know up in Dublin as well. There's a few around there as well. You know yourself, like.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine. He's working in CAX. I think he's the manager in CAX in Tralee. And when I called in there was like, there was fair prices. Like they'd all be for like newer generation consoles. But I thought for compared to GameStop and stuff, I think it was like very fair. But like going on, I said I used to order games off of eBay, but they don't always come from China or America. So shipping was like the most costly thing there. But now that I'm here, it's like shipping is free because the owner is just like down the road or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So like pick up a game for $2 and it's as I said, man, I'm blessed. The availability is just phenomenal. The plan is for me once I get a job is just to get a bit of a one of those game cases where every console is in every slot, and then like I have a gaming shelf. My wife is like nodding in disagreement. She's like, no, no. I know we have one, but we need to build an extension. We need to extend on. Like I've only like 5 slots, but like how many consoles is there out there? Like 12, 13 more. We have an Atari and everything like this. This is
That's pretty cool.
yeah. I work for a digital game museum, and they're in Santa Clara, and they preserve gaming history like at a Smithsonian level. Like they use these like CD slips that not vacuum packed, but like they won't even leave dust particles in, and the plastic won't like counteract with the CD plastic, and just unbelievable stuff. I learned so much from them, and they know where to get like all the vintage stuff, and I think from that we like found an Atari and bits and pieces, and I was like, sure, I'll take that. Yeah, so good, so good.
So, are you a fan of Mario Kart anyway?
Oh yeah, I will admit though that the newest Mario Kart that came out, Mario Kart 8, I'm very bad at. I've only played it like 4 or 5 times at events. Pretty bad at that, but I got Mario Kart for the SNES. I got it for N64. I had it for the GameCube. I'm gonna try and grab that again. And for the Wii as well, I was pretty good at that. So yeah, big Mario Kart fan. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious, no, because I'm just here looking up. Well, it is a Nintendo gaming channel. Like,
Oh, that's right, yeah. That's what I was wondering about that.
what's it called again? That channel?
Nintendo Impact Gaming, is it? I thought it was Sony Impact Gaming. I was confused there. Oh, sorry, my phone beeped. It's kind of buzzing.
All right.
All over the place.
No, because just this week on Thursday they're releasing 200cc as part of the free update, and there's going to be new Amiibo DLC as well that you have used the Amiibo on the Wii U gamepad on the NFC.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
lock them as costumes, as me costumes. And then Friday they're releasing more Amiibo in GameStop and all other stores, around the country.
Is this specifically Wave 5, or is this just Amiibos for like Mario Kart and stuff?
I think it's Wave 5, if I'm correct. But
Ooh.
you can use some of the Amiibo, the newer ones, in Mario Kart 8. Like I know, like I picked up Mega Man the other week, just because it's one of the ones that they're going to be using it.
Yeah.
And they just actually revealed there's a silver and blue Mega Man figure. And it's the grand prize at the upcoming Wizard World Comic Con, wherever that is. Is that in San
I don't
Fran?
know.
I don't know where that is. Oh, it's in Las Vegas Convention Center, 25th of April. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
so-
sorry.
No, sorry. Go on.
I was just gonna say the 200cc. I thought that was like a means to make the game more like F-Zero X, or just like the F-Zero series.
Yeah, like I'm wondering, is it is it a test from Nintendo? Like, is there F-Zero fans still out there? I'm like, of course there is, but I mean, like, are they still playing this? Are they still playing the level? Like, they're releasing a new level for F-Zero in Mario Kart 8, Big Blue, if I'm correct. But like the whole
Oh,
point of 200cc is to make it more like F-Zero. But in saying that as well, they mightn't release a new game because, you know, like Mario Kart is a bigger franchise.
Yeah.
And it's a more popular name, you know, out there with, you know, with people
Yeah.
compared to F-Zero, who might know it at all. So
Yeah. So like they might as well just make it a bit of a DLC rather than an entire game, because
yeah, exactly.
yeah, I mean, people would probably think it's neat if a playable character was like Captain Falcon, and you know you got to have like his blue car, but like any other like character like isn't influential enough to make a new game for it. I think like was it GX for I think it was the GameCube. I didn't even hear of GX until like a couple of months ago when someone mentioned it to me. I was like, yeah, I had a F-Zero X for the N64, and I didn't know they had a later one. Like that's how well, at least that's how I thought how unknown it was. So yeah, they should just make a DLC, I think.
Yeah, I think the last F-Zero game was 2003, if I'm correct, on the Game Boy Advance. And they did actually release a Mii costume of Captain Falcon for the Wii U as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it is pretty. Like, I have the amiibo as well. The amount of money spent on amiibo is ridiculous. Like
Stop. Oh my god.
€15 a pop.
Yeah, like they're actually like compared to here, they're
or like $13 or something.
Yeah, and like with the conversion rate, I mean that's I mean if you have your price, I'd say that's €15 is like $17-18. So that's far cheaper as well. Like you're spending a lot. I mean, with the group I'm with now, the button mashers, they have like a separate group like intended to tell people when an amiibo has been spotted and when it's going to be released. And like if you guys want to line up at Best Buy this morning, or GameStop are allowing people to buy 2 or 3, so if you want me to buy you one, it's insane. Like there's definitely like 3 or 4 members in my group that have all the amiibos thus far.
Yeah.
And one guy's like from Panama, so when he went down there, he like got the rarer ones for like absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And like reselling them, and it's the amiibo craze is real here. It's crazy, and I'm just trying to avoid. I got 4. I got Link and Toon Link and Kirby and Bowser, because Bowser looks really cool. Bowser's like a heavy amiibo, like.
He is, and even the new Mario Amiibo series, the classic collection, he's bigger again and he's heavier.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought we had a competition there for Little League, and the prize was Golden Mario. I was like, that's a trophy. that's an appropriate
itself,
trophy. Yeah.
Please tell me about the like your experience of the gold Amiibo craziness over in the States. Like, have you seen many people stand outside of Walmart, or?
Do you mean, did you say gold or did you say whole?
Sorry, gold. Excuse me.
No, seriously, the first gold amiibo I saw was just the one we had at the tournament. I actually wasn't aware. Is there other gold amiibos? Is that a thing?
The only gold Amiibo out now, was Mario at the time when it came out there not too long ago. But I have a guy from the States who's actually sending me over a gold Mario figure, which is pretty cool. And they're releasing a silver one. And someone from some Chinese website, wherever it is, someone got sent a silver Mario amiibo, like one that it pretty much looks like a Metal Mario. It's deadly.
It's gonna turn into currency. Like it's just crazy. I was like, I'll have a pack of cigarettes. Oh, that's 2 silver Marios and 1 gold Mario, please. All right, sound.
All right, so just curious here. What do you think about the whole gaming industry as a whole now, anyway, compared to years ago? Has it changed much for you? Like your opinion on it?
Oh man, so
Are
many
games
points.
crap?
Short answer: console games, yes. PC games, thriving, but and also the emerging of mobile games, and only 10% of them are actually decent games and not money grabbing. That's my 2 cents on mobile games. But yeah, like I mean, you got way more situations here where AAA games release games before they're finished.
Yeah,
it's like don't do that. Like I will wait, as you said, Uncharted 4. I will wait another year for you to perfect this. Do not release it. Like you got these big companies that got their release dates and they're all intertwined with their marketing teams, and you know their ads on TV and stuff like that. Let's just take Destiny for example. Like, imagine if they had to delay that for another month. They've already paid for their ads. They've already paid for, like, you know, whatever else, like their pre-orders and people being annoyed that it's not released when they told them. Like, they've invested too much money to put it on hold for a couple of months.
Yeah.
And I can see why that's an issue. But you got to think of the gamers here. If you release it and it's bad, they won't trust your next release. And that's it for you. So, again, Naughty Dog, if you have to wait a year to release a good game, all the better for you. We all completely understand. What else can I say? Like, yeah, all the what am I trying to put in here? Like, I've gotten a bit kind of. I didn't see any good games for Xbox One or PlayStation 4. Like, Destiny looked kind of cool, but then I heard people just kind of saying it's just the same old story, and I got like 7.5 out of 10. I love games like Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne. That's like a game that I'd want to play on the newest console. Apart from that, though, I'm not too pushed. I mean, I had a podcast recently, and we're talking about the fact that, you know, the New Order 1886.
Yeah.
And this game was essentially just cinematic, and it was like 6 or 8 hours gameplay, and that's €60 down the drain for a glorified movie. You know, that's too much.
€10 an hour, basically.
Yeah, just forget about it. I haven't seen anything that has quite caught my eye yet. Honestly, I've started to realize, because I think it's because I'm in America as well, maybe, but the PC gaming culture is the most cost efficient. And in the end of the day, if you get a proper rig, which it doesn't cost that much, you will have to invest a bit, but you got your Steam and you got your, I mean, Origin, EA, they're releasing a game for free every month, like when they're promoting a different title. So I got like a bunch of them. And you got your Minecraft, you got your oldies, you got your emulators. Again, I'm only doing emulators if I already own a game, and it's just a means for me to, you know, put it online. PC is the way, and you know, to finish up on a positive note, I am so excited for all these like retro style games, but with like new and original mechanics. Like, I just like shout out to like the likes of Little League and Towerfall. Those games are extremely fun, and they're only like $10-15 dollars or euro, and it's far better than the amount of gameplay like local multiplayer than I'd have with anyone on a PS3 or PS4 title. Steam is the way to go. Like, just keep an eye out for like big name title. Let me just think here. You got your Towerfall, you got your Star Wall. There's a game called Samurai Gun. You just like pixelated characters. You go around shooting, fast paced local multiplayer. Steam is the way to go. Sorry, I'm just excited. I'm really happy about the amount of gaming opportunities that PC gaming provides. So, yeah, Steam all the way. I'm a PC gamer now, I think.
Yeah. So, who would be your favorite game company overall, like, and why?
It's funny you mentioned
who's
this.
the best out there, you think, you know?
I'm gonna track back a little bit and say that, because I was just doing I just recorded Killer Instinct yesterday, and
That was on GameCube, wasn't it?
No, I don't know if they did an adaptation on GameCube. They recently released it for the Xbox One, or was it Xbox One or 360? I think it was Xbox One. They did a newer version, but it was on the Super Nintendo originally, I believe. It was like 94, 95, and I'd maybe think about Rareware, and Rareware probably has released the most like A1 titles out of anyone else, except for like Nuts and Bolts, which was just like on the 360. And it was just a poor attempt of revitalizing the franchise with a totally different game style. Poor Banjo, rest in peace.
You might see him in Smash Bros. You never know.
Oh my god, that'd be class. Never thought of that.
Because you know the whole Smash Bros. You can vote for a character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you voted?
My first choice, to be honest, was actually Solid Snake again.
Get him back, yeah.
Please, no, but like imagine him in HD on Smash Bros. That'd be pretty cool compared to.
I'm back.
In Brawl, yeah.
Yeah. No, I never thought of that. But yeah, Banjo. Oh god, yeah. The amount of people that would want that. I remember people were like, "Oh, let's get Bayonetta there," and I was like, "Well, how different is Bayonetta to like Zero Suit Samus?" or Sheik. I mean, it's another fast female character here. It would be cool, all right, but I think she has she been solely Nintendo based? No, she's been on other consoles.
Yeah.
I feel like Banjo's the better suit. Yeah, man, you got something going on here.
The fuck?
No, Banjo sounds good. I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
lost.
Yeah. Does your wife play any games?
She does, yeah. She plays a lot of Smash with me, and she'd be watching me playing games. She got Injustice for the Nintendo, sorry, the Wii U,
Yeah.
because she loves comic book games, and we got Mortal Kombat versus DC. I think anything comic related is like a good game to play, like, and a couple of beat 'em up games as well. And she's been on my channel playing the likes of Towerfall and Lethal League. And she was playing the Game of Thrones game with me because she loves Game of Thrones. So yeah, no, yeah, she introduced me to Game of Thrones back when it was only at like season 3 or 4, and like I caught up since.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's getting me up to date with a couple of good comic stuff. But yeah, no, she games with me. She's just half gamer. I'm like obsessive gamer. She's like kind of half gamer.
Well, so what kind of up to date consoles have you got? Have you Wii U? Yes.
I got the Wii U for Christmas, yeah, and I've
yeah.
just been like, it's just playing Smash in bed is just awesome. Just like not even getting up, just lying down and playing Smash nonstop.
Did you play
Latest.
the Star Fox Easter egg?
No, what is that?
Bayonetta 2. No.
No.
You can actually go around in the bloody whatever the fucking ship, whatever you call it. The this is gonna kill me now.
Google.
The
what's the name of the
R-Wing,
ship?
sorry.
Starbucks. Oh, the R-Wing. All right.
Yeah, you can actually go around playing one of those levels as an Easter egg, and you can actually shoot whatever that's coming at you. If you actually look it up on YouTube, it is just so cool. But yeah, I actually saw a deal there in Argos, €47, I think, for 1 and 2 together.
For Bayonetta 1 and 2.
Yeah, on Wii U, or you could pay, it was like 55 or something for number 2 on its own. Which do you get?
Yeah, they're not really good with realizing their prices, but I'm gonna be honest, I played 1 for the PS3 and I was kind of like, it's okay, it's a bit crazy, very Devil May Cry-ish. I was just kind of, yeah, it was kind of a shoot 'em up game to me, like, but on acid or on steroids or something. It was just I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
I think I needed my game to make it a little bit more sense. But yeah, I could see its appeal. Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, right. I want to talk about comic games, but first I want to ask you, how do you feel about people pirating games? I'm not going to ask you.
You're not asking me, do I do it?
No,
I don't do it at all. But like, for like what, consoles or on PC or?
Well, both. Like, how do you feel about it? Like, do you feel it's fair? Like
it's so. Okay, so this is actually, I was playing a game actually on Steam called Game Dev Tycoon, and there's like a part in the game where like they say that like your earliest console is like 5 or 10 years old now, and you heard of a group that backwards engineered the console, and then they're making games for it again or something like that, and like you have an opportunity to either sue them or let them continue, and when you sue them you get like a small settlement and they stop. But if you leave it, you actually get like a 10 to 15% increase in sales in that console. And I was trying to think about that and how that might relate to this. Like, sure, you get a serious that. Okay, that's only with old consoles. So let's say if someone was pirating SNES games with the ROMs and stuff, that's just common. And you know what? It's people do it now for making like their little consoles on like what's the word? Oh, I forget the name of it. But just on these little motherboards, and they make their own little gaming consoles. What is it? Oh, Raspberry Pi. Thank you. Yeah, Raspberry Pi, and they make their own little gaming consoles, and that's really fun. But okay, with modern consoles, yeah, it's bad. I mean, I'd hate to think that a developer had their game pirated as soon as they released it, and because of that, they didn't get enough sales, so they couldn't afford to do a new patch or pay their staff, and then therefore there weren't any more games to be released by them. Like that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think though. Like, I mean, generally it sucks. I remember when Minecraft first came out, there was like Minecraft like builds like all over the place online, and it's like, let's try this, and like I was like tempted. I was like, yeah, they're asking for $20 to, to buy it, but what was it? Mojang like had such a great idea to just give you the game for, it was like a day or a couple of hours, just enough time to get you hooked on it, and then that'll make you decide whether you want to buy it or not. I think that is a great idea. Yeah, it's just long answer short. It's bad pirating games, like especially if I saw a vendor like at a flea market and they had like a shoddy DVD case and they had like white marker on a thing or a bad sticker of like Battlefield Hardline or something like that, and I'd like, just get lost. Like it's bad, man. It's bad.
Yeah. Sorry, I know you mentioned there Mojang there from Minecraft. What's their premium services to do? Was it like £20 a month or something for the online, or?
Oh no, it's all for online.
No,
it's just one. It's one. Just one payment. I think it's like $15. I think it's $15. Pay once, and you get it, and you always get updates.
No, sorry, not that. You can do
servers.
The server thing. Is that like per month, or what? What is that?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. The most Minecraft I've played has just been kind of offline mode, and then like local online with a few of my friends. But
yeah,
I've never actually gone on to like, there's a bunch. Oh my god, there's a serious amount of Minecraft stuff out there, but I've never actually been part of a Minecraft server. Like, I actually got an email from spam email, and they were like, oh, we're a gaming network and we'll give you a discount of $20 off your own Minecraft server. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that was a costly thing. So you know what? I don't know how much it is. Could be cheap enough. If it was like $10 a month and I was like doing nothing but Minecraft videos, I'd pay that, I'd say.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I want to talk about comic book video games. Like, have you seen the likes of the new Batman Arkham Knight?
Yeah, if you were going to ask me what were the best adaptations of comic book games, the Arkham series would be them.
Probably, yeah. I agree there.
I saw a trailer I didn't play Arkham. Was it Arkham City was the second one?
City, yeah.
I mentioned Injustice.
Yeah.
So my wife is like throwing Injustice at me. That's a good game too.
Physically thrown at you.
I played Arkham Asylum, which I loved. I didn't complete it, and then Arkham City seemed pretty good. And then I remember seeing, is it Arkham Origins?
Origins, yeah.
And I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, that looks really cool. And then is it the most recent one? And they said that they can't do it. They have to do it R-rated because it's like that brutal.
I think so.
Is that what I heard? Yeah, something like that.
I know. Is it PC, PS4, and Xbox One only?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's too gritty, and it's like, whoa, yeah.
Did you see the special edition PS4 Batman one?
No, what is that?
It's a grey PS4, but like it comes with like a fancy controller as well. It's just
the
grey and black.
PS4 itself.
Yeah.
All right. And the controller is like a batarang.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking though, I must say.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other comic book video game adaptations, but I can't really think of anything. Just like, as I said, like, I was thinking this yesterday. It's funny how, there's Marvel versus Capcom, and that's been going since Dreamcast, and like, or maybe PS2. I actually can't remember, but I was like, that's a good idea. And it's like, I saw then Mortal Kombat versus DC, and I was like, that makes a lot of marketing sense. That DC are like, oh, Capcom or Marvel are probably making more money with these games, so we better get in on a different beat 'em up franchise. Let's pick Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Which it is a good game. I got it for like $10, and it's really cool.
Is that the new one, X?
No, not X. This is maybe this is the one that came out either before 9 or like at the same time as 9. So it's the Marvel versus DC.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet looking. Gotta play that again, actually.
Yeah, sorry, before we go on to a serious question, I know, it's all serious. Batman or Superman, who would win in a fight?
Let's be fair. Superman.
You think?
I mean, yeah, like, everyone's gonna have these counter arguments. All right, what if Batman?
That's why I'm
got
asking
some-
you.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
Are you saying Superman could beat Batman?
All right, let me just. I'm gonna turn off the speaker so my wife can get in on this debate because you should be asking her. All right, continue.
What's her name? Sorry.
This is Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. How are you?
I'm great. Hi.
Hi. Welcome
Right.
to the future. Yeah. So Batman or Superman?
Okay, so Superman obviously has superior strength in every way, shape, and form. However, because of that, you often see that he doesn't think when he fights. All he does is go in there like a bull and just hit things
Head
and
on.
get hit. He often gets hit because he doesn't think about it. Now, Batman, because he is mortal and because he has to be trained in all of these different ways to fight, you find that Batman thinks every single situation through. And you see that as he's facing the villains of Gotham, they're a different breed. They're smart, they're clever, and they'll trick you and F with you psychologically. I don't know if I can swear on this
Nah,
podcast.
probably- I
Man,
don't know.
don't worry. It's PG. You can curse all you want.
Oh, okay then. So what I think is not only does Batman think everything through, he's already thought of 1,000 different ways he would have to beat Superman if it came to that. He thinks all these things through. He is always prepared. And because of that, I think he knows how Superman fights, how to stop him, how to weaken him, how to get out of the way of all of the, laser eyesights and super strength. And because of that, I think Batman would always win. That's my take on it.
Can I get my wife to like answer any other comic book related questions?
Well, if you don't mind me saying, she's actually the first female guest on the show. So congratulations.
All right.
She's pretty cool.
Represent. Nice.
uh,
I'm the comic book fan of the two of us. So.
Yeah.
nice. I say the house is full of comic books, is it?
Yeah, it's
The
getting there.
the other half is definitely full of video games at this point, but yeah.
As long as we keep it equal and fair, that's we can't complain to each other at all.
You see, it is so hard to find anyone, any girl who likes video games and comic books, in Ireland as a whole.
That's why I came here, man.
There's lots of us in America.
I'm dying to move over.
Come over, man.
It's the promised land, really.
I'll hook you up.
It is, please.
All right, I'm gonna plug in the headphones so she won't hear you now.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, come over here. I'll hook you up.
Thanks, you all heard that. Yeah, okay, the so-called serious question. How do you feel about Nintendo teaming up with DNA for mobile games?
Oh yeah, I saw that. What type of games would they make? I mean, I'd love if Nintendo just put their classics on mobile in general. Do you think they'll do that?
They might do, but see, in saying that as well, they might do sort of like mini games, like sample games, if you get me.
Yeah, like John, be really cool. Is it Super Mario Brothers where it's just you and Luigi and you run around the pipes and the turtles and coins are falling down. That's called Super Mario Brothers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like if they had that and it was a 2-player iPhone game, so you needed someone else hooked up to your iPhone via Bluetooth, I think that'd be really sweet. You just have to move and jump. Yeah, in terms of minigames, I think I could see that would be really cool.
Like they may do something like Animal Crossing, like some mini game Animal Crossing game, or even Tamagotchi Life or Pokemon. I don't know. You never know. Like
Animal Crossing. Oh, let me think here. Right, so I don't know if the DYNA is strictly like those like free to play games like in-app purchases. I really, 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 really hope they don't tarnish it and like incorporate like time waiting with like Animal Crossing, or if they made a like the way you breed Pokemon, if they literally made that a mini game and then you could like link it up to your actual game and have an egg after like a day or something like that.
yeah.
I really hope they don't incorporate that, and then like that would be cool itself. But I hope they don't like add, pay this much to speed up the process or something along those lines. I would. I mean, as well as Nintendo trying to enforce this like copyright infringement on games being Let's Played on YouTube. Like if they did this free to play absolute hell nonsense, I'd be like, no, Nintendo, that's it. I'm sorry.
We'll actually talk about that after, if you don't mind, the YouTube program.
Oh, yeah, do.
Yeah, but see, I don't know. See, well, like with the likes of Animal Crossing, like like there you're saying the whole time thing.
Yeah.
But will there be microtransactions? I know Nintendo like the term pay. Sorry, it's not play for free, but it's try for free. If you get me, like
Yeah.
it's more the obvious. It works. I think anyway. 'Cause
I think
it's misleading. I think play for free, even though it's
I
not.
think I think Nintendo are smart enough not to go down that line. I mean, because they have such a reputation. If they do that, they could absolutely tarnish it. I really like, as I said, with the mini games. If they made a series of mini games based on Mario and based on Zelda and all that, that were like, imagine a roguelike Zelda game, like where you just keep doing different types of dungeons that were automatically generated, very like Binding of Isaac, which is like inspired by. If they had that on mobile, like sign me up. But as long as they don't have any microtransactions, I think if they play it wisely, this could be like as successful as Amiibos, like a series of Nintendo quick to play games, but just avoid like any transactions. Like they don't need the money to, that's like it's like it's like signing your what's the word I'm looking for? Selling your soul to the devil. Just don't do it, Nintendo. You don't have to do that.
But look at think of it like this as well. A $5 game compared to a $50 game, which are people going to pay for?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. If they just made it like one-off payment of like actually buying, because they actually have like versions of Mega Man and like the likes of
Sonic
Dragon.
as well.
Yeah, Sonic and Dragon Quest and stuff. They have that on the iPhone, which I've been getting because. Yeah, I'll pay that. They have like Final Fantasy for like $6 and stuff. Like I'll pay that as long as I don't have to pay anything else. If Nintendo do that for their titles, and like, to be honest, I thought on the Wii U shop or the Wii shop that the prices for some of the games were a bit expensive. Like it was like $10 for Super Mario World 3. I was like, make it $5, then I'll buy it. Like think about the Steam game comparison, like value for money. But anyway, if they got those games and put the price down a little bit, I'd buy them. I'm at, like playing a lot of those games on the go on the phone would be fantastic. And then if they made a Nintendo licensed product to fit iPhones or Android phones to make it like arcadey, like you've probably seen the likes where you have the tiny little gamepad and the two tiny buttons that are just a little lower to the screen. They'd make a bomb of money. So yeah, as long as they're fair prices and like miniature versions or just same versions of their games. I would really enjoy that, but like I'm afraid to hear the news of their game because I'm really afraid for them to say, yeah, there's transactions in it.
All right, so let's talk about the program that they're doing for YouTube. How do you feel about it?
Well, I actually don't know if I'm infringing already because I did Mega Man, and then like a month afterwards, I think that's when I first heard the news about it. I'm not completely familiar with the rights of it. I don't know when they said it, did they say, okay, any other video after this time has to go through us, otherwise we take it down? And was it some sort of partnership where you sign up with them and you get like only 20 or 30% of like monetization? What was the policy exactly? Can you remind me?
Something like, just trying to remember top of my head, it was like 40% goes to Nintendo. I know Google get a profit, but there's also tax on top of your own money that you receive. But like the whole thing is terrible, I think.
Yeah, it's free advertisement, Nintendo. Like, why penalize people? They don't. Why penalize people for the effort they put in? Like these are people's jobs, like the real big guys, like Jack and stuff. I don't know how much Nintendo stuff Jack does, but like just think of these people like he's stopped.
Yeah, I know. Like I actually asked Jack. He stopped doing videos because Nintendo were looking for money, which I can understand. But
he stopped entirely, or he stopped Nintendo?
Oh, sorry, he stopped doing Nintendo games.
Oh, my heart! I was like, why?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Sorry to forget.
That's fair. Thought it was only information you knew or something. I was like, what?
Oh shit!
Exclusive. Yeah, no, that's fair. I wouldn't want to get like mixed up in that. I'd just like stop as a protest and be like, well, your free advertisement is gone now, Nintendo. God, I just did Killer Instinct. What was I thinking? Is it all Nintendo games or just games on Nintendo consoles? If you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's Nintendo games. I just to correct you there. I know Mega Man is actually Capcom, so I don't think you'd be affected in any way.
All right.
Yeah, but I know Nintendo do actually have a list up. I'll actually get it for you now. It's really bad.
I mean, is all the Smash covered?
You can do. See what I don't get. I think they've listed Smash Bros on Wii U, but they don't. You can't do a previous Smash game. I'm not sure exactly what the thing is. YouTube program game list. Here we go. It is really, really bad. It's
PayPal account. I'm just looking at this as well.
yeah, list of supported games here. This US release title for Wii U. Game and Wario, excuse me. New Super Luigi U, Super Mario Bros. U, Nintendo Land, Wii Fit U, 3D World, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Pikmin 3, Mario Kart 8, and there's 3DS games listed there, like Mario Bros. 2, 3D Land, Star Fox 64 3D. You have to do these games, and if they don't like it a certain way, they won't give you the money for it.
Oh my god. No. No.
It's BS.
Bad Nintendo. Bad. Yeah, I love Nintendo Land, by the way. I remember my friend showed me this like 2 years ago when was it like 2 years ago when the Wii U came out, and it was Node. It was the guy that had like it's like, is it Frankie Wong, and like there's a couple of other guys there, and they were playing Nintendo Land Mario Chase, and this is where 4 people chase one person on.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah, it's 4 Toads versus chasing a Mario. It is hilarious. The same thing with the Luigi Mansion game and then the Animal Crossing game. They're so good, and that's like great video content.
You know, it's actually because of that game. It actually got me into Pikmin 3.
Oh, did it?
Pikmin is actually so good in that game. I actually think Pikmin is better on Nintendo Land because there's no time setting. You know, compared to Pikmin 3, you've the daylight time. And if you go to nighttime die, like you lose. You have to go back up to your home planet, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, I've no familiarity with Pikmin aside from Smash, but I've always been curious. That sounds cool.
Apparently Pikmin 2 was the best one because there was no time. There's no setup time that you had to do this. Do the whole level in 10 minutes, whatever it was. Like you couldn't. You could stay for as long as you wanted, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
So how do you find the visuals anyway in the Wii U so far?
Oh, they're nice. I actually thought that there'd be a downgrade on the Wii Pad. Is that the name for it?
Yeah, the Wii U gamepad.
The Wii U gamepad. I thought like the graphics would be downgraded when you're playing off that, but no. Like the Wii U gamepad is HD. Like I'm there and I think, oh, like if I play in a gamepad, it's gonna look worse. If I'm playing someone on Smash, sometimes I prefer to play on the gamepad, like unless I'm playing super competitively. But it's just really handy, and just I just implore. There's so many ideas that Nintendo can use with this technology now. Like I heard of games like where something along the lines of you're a space fleet and the person with the gamepad like literally has a radar and he's relaying where people should go on the screen. Like, that sort of mechanic, like with the gamepad, can make these incredibly fun games. And like they gotta like keep looking back at Mario Chase and the simplicity of that, and just keep making games like that, because that's a lot of fun.
Is that game Affordable Space Adventures by any chance?
Is that what it's called? Affordable
Space Adventures, yeah. It's see, the thing is, I think it looks bad on YouTube. Like you look it up online, like you actually need to look at 2 screens because you can use 3 people can play it at the one time.
Yeah.
But if you look at the top screen only, it looks terrible, I think. I
only heard about the concept. I didn't see the graphics, but
it's that's the name, and it's 20 quid. I cannot afford that.
Oh, there was like this is one game that we started playing in the button mashing group, and it's like so basic and it's just nonsense. It's called Tank.
Oh, jeez, that game is terrible. I downloaded it for free, and
we could be playing Smash and randomly someone says Tank, and it's like.
What?
Like I have nightmares, and it's like direct hit. It's like we get it. It was a direct hit. But I definitely it's good that developers like have an opportunity to make games for like the Nintendo eShop because they can just have the Wii gamepad in mind with their game and like there could be
It's
some
great, yeah.
genius games out there. Yeah.
Have you played Lego City Undercover?
No.
It's
It's not like
probably the best. Yeah, it's for the Wii U and it's for there's a 3DS. There's a prequel on 3DS. Both great games, but the Wii U version's obviously better,
yeah
But
yeah.
but it's probably the best overall use of the gamepad, I think.
Oh why so what did they use it for?
Like you can use it as a scanner. You can listen to people talking depending on what it is. You can take pictures on it.
Oh.
Yeah, like you have your map down there. It's like GTA, but it's for kids basically, and it's a great game. It's a lot of fun, and
Ye-
the story
it's-
takes about maybe 15 hours. Depending on what it is, 15 to 20 hours in total.
Mm.
But the game will take about 30 to 50 hours to complete.
All right. And like, do you know the way you when you're holding up the gamepad on Nintendo Land and you do that to look around the map, like kind of face forward?
Yeah.
Did it kind of use that sort of mechanic in it? Like you're like looking around the world like that?
Yeah, see,
Or-
it depends. Like if you're using your scanner, like it's a camera, but you can look for people that are hiding, like criminals or something. But like, look up on YouTube. It's really good, the concept, and they're releasing.
okay.
I'm really happy. It's called Fatal. I'm sure you know Fatal Frame.
Yeah.
Project Zero. It's called in Europe. They're bringing that to the West now, and it's coming out maybe it could be October, November. I don't know what the story is yet.
What was the name of the game again?
Fatal Frame / Project Zero. It's called.
All right.
But it's called Zero in Japan, and it was released there last year in Japan for Wii U. And like basically, what you use the Wii U gamepad as a camera, looking for kind of ghosts, if you get me.
Oh, nice.
But imagine
Sorry,
if they released Pokemon Snap for the Wii U and 3DS.
Oh,
Did you ever played it before?
yeah. Oh well, no, on N64, yeah, but
great game.
yeah, if they made the gamepad the actual camera.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, let me just relay that. Courtney, imagine playing Pokemon Snap on Wii U with the gamepad as the camera.
I'm actually drooling.
She's drooling right now.
What are you doing? Get off the
Shut-
podcast.
She's just kind of wandering around the room cleaning,
As you
listening
do.
to me just.
I joke.
But yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That use. Oh.
See, they really need to bring Pokemon Snap. Like, I know there was a teaser a while ago, but they really need to do it, I think.
When was the teaser? Jeez.
No, I think someone from Nintendo just kind of teased it. It wasn't actual, like there wasn't any photo or video of it. Just like someone mentioned it. Imagine having Pokemon Snap on the Wii U. Like,
Jeez.
even bring the N64 version to the Wii U, and even put the Wii U gamepad to use on it or something. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, Nintendo. Like you gotta like just tag Nintendo and just be like, here are ideas. Listen out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and they gotta do it better. Hey, you Pikachu. Yeah.
Do you think that they'll ever release a Pokemon game, like a RPG, like your Game Boy Advance or your 3DS on the Wii U as a adventure as such in HD? Like
so
Pokemon
was
Red
it-
on Wii U, for example, in HD.
So was it X and Y? Or do you mean like still kind of top down view?
Yeah.
But like all the visuals are kind of the same, but like just 3D. So like all the camera angles are the same and the way the battle skews are the same, but like the models are 3D basically.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be cool. The first thing that came to mind was Pokemon X and Y. Like that's like not top down. That's like I don't know. Maybe that was a fan thing. I'm getting confused. I remember someone making a town, a Pokemon 3D town where you walk around, and I'm not sure was it X and Y or was it just.
Yeah, it was X and Y. I know they were X and Y and Ruby and Sapphire. Anyway, they kind of done the same kind of look.
All right. But yeah, I would play it if it was HD. Actually, I mean, I've countless of times restarted Red and Blue, and like as I said, with the availability of games around here, like I pick up Gold, and I'm like, yeah, I'm playing that again. It's yeah, Pokemon all the way. Every time you get sick, you always start a Pokemon game. You always.
Yeah, like I thought Red was probably my favorite Pokemon game of all time. like to me, Red was like it was just so good. You know, like missing no.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
getting, like doing the cheat, you know, with the candy cheater, you know, and getting all the infinite whatever, you know,
Oh,
potions and that. It was really cool.
I remember like getting the Game Boy Color and Pokemon Blue one Christmas. It must have been like the best Christmas ever, you know.
Yeah.
And here's the story, because this is very Nintendo based. Do you remember the first cave, the dark cave you have to go in after you beat? Is it the second gym? Yeah, after you beat Misty and you just keep going right. I forget the name of the town.
Yeah, yeah.
But like you basically it's just before the power plant. You go into the dark cave. Okay, since I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9, I didn't know what the HM01 Flash or HM05 was Flash. I didn't know what that was, and I didn't know what people wanted of me. So I was like, what am I doing? Where am I going? I can't go anywhere. I'm just going to go through this cave, even though I can't see a thing. And somehow I managed to get through the dark cave without HM05, without Flash, and it must have taken me like, I don't know, 3 days of wandering around aimlessly and like random battles and random Pokemon encounters. I must have had so many potions down there and well, I don't know about revives, but yeah, I somehow managed to get through there without Flash. And I remember distinctly telling this to my friend afterwards, and he was like, "What? How? Did you, what?" And I was like, "How did I do that?"
Yeah.
Pokemon's great.
How do any of you collect the Skylanders or the Disney Infinity, or I know you collect Amiibo as well, but like
No, I see them, like I'll go to like Target or Best Buy or whatever, or yeah, both, and you know you'll see the Amiibos, and like all the Amiibo shelves will be like half gone,
yeah,
and the Skylanders and the other one are like full. Was it? That's Disney
Infinity.
Disney Infinity, yeah. Yeah. Well, I can't say for certain how much the sales are for those, but I see them all over the place, and I see the advertisements, and yeah, I mean they look kind of cool. If I was more into Disney and younger, probably pick up one.
Pixar definitely.
Yeah. But I was it as the Skylanders was it like first started off with like the model of like Spyro or something,
Yeah,
and then it just kind of kicked off from there. I was intrigued when I first saw that, but I think Nintendo were wise. Well, yeah, they copied the idea. What can I say? You know, they copied the idea, and because they just had a stronger characters, and they just like intertwined it with Smash, it boosted them. They got so much more revenue from that than Skylanders did. Unfortunately, like Skylanders had the idea, but
yeah. What can you do?
You know, what can you do? Yeah.
But
just
look,
worked.
the new thing now this year is Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, what is the plot with that? I remember hearing about this slightly.
Basically, the story is well, I'm not entirely sure of the story, but they're releasing Marty McFly, you know, Back to the Future Lego pieces that you can use on your like they have this kind of like the same pad as Amiibo, you know, on the Wii U gamepad, like
Yeah.
like a portal that you stick your figure on, and then they bring the figure to life, you know, as such, and they're doing what they call it, the Wizard of Oz as well, which is actually looks really cool, the figures, because it's the first time I've ever seen Wizard of Oz Lego.
Yeah.
There's Gandalf as well, you know, Lord of the Rings, and there's other stuff as well, you know.
Yeah, they got like a bunch of rights to loads of franchises, so there's a load they can do, I guess. Yeah. Could they? Well, I don't know about the legality of it, but could they have like other characters in different games, like Gandalf in Back to the Future?
Oh yeah, they will have that. I'm sure they will.
Oh my god, that's awesome! That is awesome. Yeah, no, that'll totally work. I can see money flying in.
Yeah, but will it be as big as Amiibo?
Ooh, that's the question.
That was actually good timing, because when I asked that question, the iPhone went off.
Yeah, my thing dinged like that's a great idea. It'll be close. That's all I can say. I mean, you got super popular Nintendo franchises versus super popular movie franchises with Lego, and the target audience is like the same with both. It's hard. It's going to be. I think it's going to be as successful because they got a lot of content to go through. I mean, like maybe Nintendo are clutching at straws with like their fifth wave, and like they're bringing out extra characters because they're trying to get like an excuse to make another model, like an excuse to like get another like secondary character in the game or as a model. yeah, Lego has more content there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For people who don't know, this is our first time actually talking, and we are an hour and 25 minutes.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention, is that too long for you? Is that fine?
No, it's fine. No, it's look, my previous podcast was an hour and 45 minutes with my friend.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, so that's pretty long.
Yeah.
Like I did say to you, I don't know what length it's going to be, so we can just talk on forever.
Yeah. I'll probably, we can wrap it up there in about 10 minutes if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Do stuff.
It's all good, yeah.
I was gonna ask you, if you don't mind me asking, like, what got you into like your channel and, like, podcasting as well? Because, like, I'm starting to set up a podcast myself with the Button Mashers.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you what got you into it, and generally that. Like, I'm glad there's, like, I'm glad I get to meet more Irish YouTube creators. So I'm just intrigued by
it's
your
great.
story.
Well, basically, like last year, looking for work, as you know, the country is terrible. But,
Yeah.
like, I can't find job in multimedia. Like, I done creative media in college, graphic design, video, audio, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So why not bring the two together that I love, multimedia and video games? So why not start a YouTube channel?
Yep.
So I just thought I'd go from there and interview friends, meet people online, on Call of Duty or something. Like, it's where it all started off, like me getting the fan base as such, actually was playing Call of Duty on the Wii U, Black Ops 2 and Ghosts, which is great,
Yeah.
And I went to CrackCon last year, first ever Irish YouTuber gathering event.
That's brilliant. It's a great name.
Yeah, at CrackCon, yeah. And then this year I went to Google's YouTuber event,
I saw those videos. You met the big guys.
Yeah, Dahi Denogla and Jacksepticeye, and it's because of them, the viewership, the subscribers has just skyrocketed all the way up. It's great.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's appreciated. Like,
fair play. Like, yeah, that's the way to it.
Yeah, and like I knew no one on the day was actually going to record that much footage, was going to bring all the gear with them. So I, take the opportunity to meet some people, and then get all the footage, get all the interviews, which is great. And
that's great initiative, man. That's the job.
Yeah, same with America. Like that's what I want to do. Get interviews. Meet people. Like, even like just for talk's sake. Like, if I went over to the States next year, actually met you in person and put it up in the channel. Like, that kind of thing.
Yeah. God, I was just thinking, like, you interviewed like Jacksepticeye. He's got like 2 million views, and you like go down to me and I have like 200. I'm like, oh, hello.
Yeah, but I honestly couldn't believe, like, I woke up the next morning and my phone was just crazy full of Instagram notifications, YouTube stuff. I actually thought it was a dream. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah. There's a buddy of mine on Twitter or YouTube, just another YouTube gamer, and she's also part of it's like she's a massive Markiplier fan, and she's part of a channel called Markiplier Sings Badly, and it's just they release a video every week or two, and they compile like a bunch of Mark's video clips, and then they sing over it. Like, they'll talk about like how he was scared about one game, or like, something random like don't be upset about blah blah blah, and they'll tribute him, like. And she was a major player in like one of the recent videos, and I think Markiplier gave her a shout out, and she went from like 300 subs to she's at about like 20,000 or something at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, and she's like dumbfounded, and like she's like thanking everyone, like, and like I'm just there, and I'm like that's it, that's the transformation between like doing it and like putting a huge amount of work in, and she still does put the huge amount of work in, but like she's still staying humble, like, and that's it was great to see. Like, she's the very same person she was like a couple of weeks ago when she only had a couple of subscribers or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta, like, if I ever get a boost like that, or like get a moderate upping on my subscribers, to just stay cool and just be like, yeah, look, I have my own opinions, I have my own content, like, I don't think I'm better than anyone else, I'm just doing this for fun, and I hope people see that. But yeah, no, congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'd love to meet Jack. I'm bold enough nowadays to like tweet developers around the place, because like I play their games a lot, and I feel like when I play their games, I'm entitled to like tweet directly to them.
Yeah.
Like I was playing Towerfall for Steam, and like I played the entire campaign. And then at the convention yesterday, I taught like 6 kids how to play Towerfall. And one of my buddies got a picture of it, and I tweeted, his name is Matt Thornton, and I tweeted and I was like, yeah, I taught a bunch of kids how to play Towerfall yesterday. And I was like, I'm just saying, at Matt Thornton. And it was like 20 minutes later, and he was like, oh, amazing. And I was like, yes, he acknowledged me. But yeah. Twitter is such a good means of getting out there. So yeah. That's fascinating, man.
Did you ever play the game Red Steel for Wii? Red Steel.
No,
2,
that's the sword game though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
I actually emailed the guy, the composer, Tom Salter or something he's called.
Yeah.
And just to see if you can get a physical copy of the second soundtrack for the game.
Yeah.
And he actually wrote back, surprisingly.
Nice.
No, but like just it's nice to people that are famous, I guess, that actually contact you back, like.
Yeah, it's a really refreshing feeling. Like, I mean, I remember the first time I like tweeted at a developer, like I was super nervous.
Yeah.
And I was like total like fanning out. I was like, oh my god, he tweeted back. Like I took a screenshot and I like posted on Facebook. I was like, oh, he tweeted back. And now I'm just like, this guy is really cool.
Yeah.
And I try not to go fan crazy. But yeah, no, the first time that happens, you're like, yeah, these are human beings that like love to hear back from fans. Like that's all they want. They hear back from a fan like, oh, I love this so much, I'd love a copy, or how do I get this? And they're like, oh, you can do it this way, or sometimes they might send you a copy or whatever. And it's that connection like is what makes like indie developers more preferable to me, because it's more personal and just a lot less red tape to go through to contact them.
Yeah. Sorry, just before we wrap up, I want to. Are you a wrestling fan by any chance?
Not really. Like if I'm at a friend's house, like I'll watch like the old WrestleManias and have a good laugh watching them. Yeah. And having said that, I love like SmackDown for the PlayStation 1. That was a fantastic, fun game.
Yeah.
But apart from that, no, I wouldn't say I'm a super fan.
No, because I just tweeted for the crack. No, but you'll see the pun is intended there. You'll see why now. Do you know RVD, Rob Van Dam?
Oh yeah.
Because the whole thing of Rob Van Dam 420, and today is
420. Yeah.
And if you don't know what 420 is, I would recommend looking it up. And I tweet him for the crack. Today we celebrate #RVD420 at the real Rob Van Dam's day, and he actually favorited the tweet. So.
Does he know? Yeah, he does. He knows what's going on.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he does. Sure, like he done it all. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's not really my place to say. But
he's probably getting this a lot today.
I'm sorry. Oh here. Oh yeah. So I think we'll wrap it up. Thank you anyway, Alan. Much appreciated for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me on, man. Thanks
for having Courtney as well. Thank you for coming on.
I'll tell her that.
Yeah. So yeah, you can check him out on Twitter and YouTube. So what is your Twitter and your YouTube?
Twitter is at Funking Gamer, and then YouTube is another Funking Gamer.
Oh yeah, sorry. Before we go on, before we wrap it up, sorry for the last time. Explain the name.
Okay, so I was like going through like, I don't know, 50 names, and I wanted something to do with funk because really short story here. My nickname is Funk from like when I was like 11 or 12. It was given to me by a bunch of kids, and then it spread to a pitch and putt club, and then it's just went through, and everyone in town knows me by Funk. And so I was like, all right, I'll just keep this. It's kind of fun. And so I was thinking a bunch of names that had to have the word funk in it, for whatever reason. And a friend of mine thought of another Funking Gamer, and he was like, it's a play on words. And I was like, yeah, it does actually say a lot about how I feel about Let's Plays. I mean, like, as I said, I know there's so many other Let's Players out there, and like to be up there as the better ones, you need to put in a lot of work, and you need to be unique, etc.
Yeah.
So it's a play on that, and my nickname is Funk, and that's why I picked that name, and I think people remember it. It has rememberability. If that's in a word.
All right, so I think the lesson for today is play games or get the funk out.
Whoa!
All right, so thanks for coming on the show. You can check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Vine, and Twitch And for every Nintendo, as always, make sure to keep it right here at Nintendo Impact Gaming. Thanks for listening. I'll see you later.